this one's wow.
Everybody knows Chris from MrBeast.
Mhm.
Not everybody.
Wow.
The younger generation knows Chris from MrBeast.
A lot of people.
He is now doing HRT, but he's claiming to be gender non-conforming, not transgender.
If anybody
I
wondered,
just don't understand this in the slightest.
if anybody like me wondered why the hair, this explains it. I thought he was like looking a lot more feminine.
I haven't
but
seen
any new videos.
I've
been watching them all,
yeah.
I've seen them and I've seen the. Yeah, I mean, it kind of went. It was fast, like from one video to the next, where it was like a pretty big change. So I don't know if there was a good delay between the videos or what happened, but I'm sure there was probably in filming and stuff, right? But this one is bizarre. You gonna read any of it, or we're just gonna talk about what we know?
Like we don't know anything, man.
Well, I
This
mean,
is
what we
such
know
a
of the article.
weird situation. Like, is it about wow?
Yeah, that's what we were speculating before we got on the podcast. We were speculating the idea that maybe this is some kind of I don't. There's a severance that would happen if he were to leave MrBeast, right? He would have to make himself something.
But he already
But he
is
is
something, right?
But
He's got 1 million followers on Twitter. Who knows how
but he's
many he will
tied to
have on
MrBeast,
YouTube?
right?
Yes.
How do you make this severance and then do your own
However,
thing?
well,
You've always got the
Jake
MrBeast.
did it.
Did he?
Do you remember?
Yeah, the Viking guy, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he did too much, has he?
I think he's got like over 2 million
Well,
subscribers
yeah,
on YouTube.
I know, but okay, 2
Are
million
you gonna
subscribers.
pretend that that's not much?
I'm not saying it isn't much, but I'm saying
He's got 1.6 million.
I'm saying versus
subscribers.
being with a guy where he was one
Yeah,
of the
but now,
stars.
but this is your show.
Yeah, but he's been gone for a while too. So I mean, I'm not saying anything. Listen, I'm not disparaging. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We have a whole 63
And
subscribers.
his view count is kind of low
I
for
just
1.6 million subscribers. Oh, but he's not uploading very frequently, which
that's
is
6 days ago.
yeah. But 1 month, 2 months, 3 months,
Yeah,
5 months,
shit.
5 months, 6 months, 6 months. So like,
Wow,
he might like 130. So he might have done a lot better when he first started.
Yeah.
And then
Well, this is what my point is. It's like if you leave
but
MrBeast, it
part of it
doesn't
is
seem
that
like
it's that name, that recognition. You get that recognition on MrBeast. It's like it's always been that thing where like you jumpstart your career. That's why everybody wants to go on Rogan. That's why everybody wants to be on the late night shows and all that jazz.
But you jump it there, and then people really like you there and follow you somewhere else. But
It gives you the opportunity to build something of your own.
It doesn't seem like that's happening with him. If you look at the numbers of views that he's getting on his videos versus the amount of subscribers.
Well, for him, yeah, Jake the Viking, yeah, there. Like it was a couple years ago, so I wonder what he was doing, like on YouTube, like how well he was doing when, like immediately when he made that leap.
I liked him on MrBeast.
Because like I would reckon that if he got up to 1.6 million subscribers, he was probably doing well. But then he probably wasn't.
Also recognition though. It's like people recognize him and they just go follow him because they.
Yeah, but then he stopped. Right, so like you have to be consistent about it. So then if you slow down your upload, and people just kind of fall off and they're not looking out for your videos anymore, and that I feel like might have happened to him.
Yeah, but you see those those views are low for that many subscribers. So it just screams to me that nobody of his subscriber base are watching really.
Well, yeah, at this point in time, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you stop and people lose interest.
Yeah.
Right. Like so that's why I'm saying I wonder how well he was doing immediately. If he was uploading every day, for example, or every other frequently immediately after severing, because I do recall the story that was a mutual severance.
Yeah.
He wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
I do wonder how he was doing at that point in time versus now, and that would scream praises to how important it is to be consistent.
I feel as MrBeast probably or Jimmy Donaldson that he's probably quite cool to work for and around and stuff, but it's his shadow that's cast over everybody that's tough for them because they're on this massive channel and then they want to be something.
People recognize Chris and say, "Hey, you're that guy from MrBeast," even though Chris is he's kind of instrumental in the channel.
I loved him on there. He's my favorite on there
from the beginning. I think. Like I think they were friends like when they were younger.
You go back 5 years ago, he's on there.
Yeah, he was on there for a long time.
Yeah.
So
I think they're old friends or something. Like maybe they're high school friends or some shit. But But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you on that. But maybe Chris sees it this way. He sees the guys that have left and they haven't done as much as,
But also,
maybe.
surely he's made life-changing by now.
Oh, I would think
There's no
so.
way Mr.
But
Beast
I
isn't paying him a more than fair amount. Plus, he makes money in challenges
I
he
don't think
has.
it's about that anymore.
But what is it about?
I think it's about the fame. I think the fame gets to you at that point. I think when you're so
About attention.
yeah, like you're so known, but you're known
He
like you
saw
just said
this
it.
as an opportunity to be the headline.
That's what I
Now
mean. You're known
he's
for
the
Mr.
headline.
Beast's like sidekick essentially. Or
Yeah.
you're a guy at Mr. Beast. That's got to be a little bit of a mind fuck for a guy who's popular enough that he could do something on his own. There's a certain element of people that are fine being subservient to someone else or step into they're not in the limelight, they're kind of in the shadow of
Mhm.
someone else, and they're fine, they can live there forever. But I think anybody who's going to be on YouTube and like quote unquote star on YouTube is going to at some point say, "Look, I can do this on my own, and I want to be the star. I want to have somebody where somebody says, "Oh, you're on Chris's channel," you know, not you're Chris off of Mr. Beast's channel.
Yeah.
That's just my feel on that, but I don't know. Like this just feels a little illegitimate to me.
Definitely feels illegitimate, especially since he's not coming out as trans or anything. He's coming out as gender
Why
non-conforming.
go through all those hoops? Like, why not just stay this normal, the way you like, whatever God is doing to you, just stay like that and say, "Hey, I don't identify as a man or a woman or anything. I just." You go through all these things to start to look more
It's a
like a woman.
stupid thing too. Like, fuck but there's nothing. It doesn't matter what you identify. Why do you identify as anything? You are you. Like that's it.
Yeah,
That's plain and
it's a
simple. Like,
narcissistic point of view, I think.
yeah, like the idea that you can
Mm,
control like reality. Like the whole concept of like men and women. They are descriptive. Like we're
mhm,
describing body parts.
right,
Like we're describing like physical, biological characteristics on a person.
right.
It's not. It's not like you can identify as somebody who likes like gray t-shirts, sure,
Okay.
right?
I do.
Like
I actually identify as
I
that
guess
sometimes.
like that's one thing,
I'm
but
a
you
blue
can't
t-shirt guy now.
identify as someone with three arms.
Yeah, I know. Well, you see people are identifying as like disabled and then they're doing things about it. You've heard of these stories where people actually have
Yeah.
limbs taken off and stuff like that. These are
Yeah,
really, really like fringe shit.
yeah.
But people that identify as someone who is supposed to be
Well,
missing an arm or
it's more than
missing.
that. Yeah, it's like a mental illness where like
That's
they just
exactly
feel
what it
like they
is.
need to cut their arm off, and then they do it. They'll
Yeah.
do it with an axe if someone won't
That's a
legally.
crazy body dysmorphia that's going
Yeah,
on. And I feel sorry for anybody who's going through that kind of fucking mental angst.
this
But
is a lot easier, right? You could
yeah,
just take the hormones and see what happens, right?
yeah.
It doesn't have to
And how
hurt.
does his wife feel about it? I mean,
Who the fuck knows, man? This guy's got a wife and a kid.
it's very, very, very bizarre. And so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a long stunt. It's a video. This is Mr. Beast's big new video coming out. We're fucking with you.
Yeah,
I spent
well,
3 months on H on
I gave
hormone.
my friend HRT for 3 months, and this is what happened.
Imagine that. That would be fucked
Oh
up.
man,
That would be fucked up. Biggest video ever. 1
yeah.
billion views.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
So I don't know. I'm interested in this. I didn't even know about this until today, until you told me about this. So I, but again, I was suspecting something was up because of the weird change
Yeah,
in Chris. I thought it was. I don't know.
who
I thought maybe
knows?
he bought a skateboard. Wasn't sure. Wasn't sure what was going on. He
Maybe
started surfing.
he started surfing. It's possible.
I wasn't sure. But, we'll see. Let's get into